And I'm Macko. You know, a lot of people in and around the Huntington area, they say that they are sad to see this happening. 13 News reporter Anna King joins us live now from outside the medical center. Anna, what are people telling you today? Boy, what a great day out there today. So we're turning to our forecast now. Chief Meteorologist Spencer Atkins. He's on the road. He's at Canova at the Pumpkin House. Spencer, you're going to be carving some pumpkins out there today.
If you go to a food drive, sometimes you're thinking, what do I buy? What do I get? Do I get the canned sauerkraut? Do I get the lima beans? You don't want the lima beans. No. What you want to do is buy one of these bags for 10 or 20 bucks and look inside. You've got all the stuff you need. They make it easy. They take the guesswork out of it here.
After years of service, a parade was held to honor a member of the Willoughby Police Department. That member just happens to be of the four-legged variety. Brad Hamilton was at the parade for the K-9.
We had a little bit of rain, so we had to move things inside. We're all putting up drywall here. We've been screwing in drywall, and this is a house that's going to go to Gregory Cooper. He's a deserving veteran here in Huntington. This is going to be his house.
Continuing coverage of yesterday's deadly helicopter crash here in Logan County that killed 6 people. Now that helicopter, that Huey helicopter based here at the Logan County Airport, I can tell you that investigators from the NTSB are at the crash site right now.
But this building is so much more than a war memorial. Over the years, it's become an important cornerstone to the African-American community in Kimball and McDowell County.
So just 1 week ago, meteorologist Brian Hughes set off on a voyage on the KDH stern wheel, headed for Pittsburgh and the backyard brawl. Well, Brian got to his destination on Sunday, and he's been having really the time of his life ever since then. Brian joins us now live from Pittsburgh with more on his haul to the brawl. How's it going there, Brian? And I'm Macko. You know, a lot of people in and around the Huntington area, they say that they are sad to see this happening. 13 News reporter Anna King joins us live now from outside the medical center. Anna, what are people telling you today? Anna, thanks. In other news now, the body of a 52-year-old Boone County woman was found Monday in Nicholas County. The sheriff's office says Joanne Riffle was from Sylvester. Her body was discovered in a power line right-of-way on Deepwell Road in Nettie. Her death is still under investigation. We have continuing coverage now of that horrific helicopter crash this summer. It left 6 people dead in Logan County. Well, today a second lawsuit filed on behalf of a victim. Jack Collins was killed on June 22nd when a Huey helicopter operated by Marpat Aviation crashed during a sightseeing flight. The lawsuit filed by Jason Collins claims that AEP and others were negligent when the chopper hit some unmarked power lines. Other defendants include the city of Logan. The final crash report has not been issued yet. A man accused of killing 2 people in late September was arraigned on one of them today in Meigs County, Ohio. 41-year-old Wayne Leib pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity in the murder of Dwayne Qualls. Now, police say Qualls was shot and killed inside his home on Spring Avenue in Pomeroy. This is video from that night. Leib is being held on $2 million bond. His initial pretrial hearing is set for December 5th. Now, Leib's also charged in the murder of 34-year-old Jason Pierce that same day in Mason, West Virginia. The police chief says Pierce was found dead with multiple gunshot and stab wounds. The murder trial for Anthony Yester continues in Mason County. Yester's accused of shooting and killing Paul Matheny in October of 2021. Matheny's body was found in the back of a pickup truck in a secluded area. Witnesses say the shooting happened in front of Yester's home and that the body was moved.
No word yet on how that damage happened.
Well, you got to feel for those guys working out in that cold weather, you know?
Absolutely, Spencer. It's not fun. And we do see more road problems pop up as the cold temps.
That's right. Yeah, we're going to get into freeze thaw, too. Now that's a big problem.
All right, Spencer, thanks. A local fundraiser to remember and give back is looking for donations this Christmas season. 13 News reporter Rachel Pellegrino joins us live from South Charleston. She's at a drop-off site to collect Hot Wheels cars in honor of 34-year-old Justin Hudson, who died way too soon. Rachel?
Baby dog is making spirits bright.
We know that dog, don't we? Very well. Well, taking a look at your evening commute right now, it's I-64 in Nitro near the brand new bridge. You're watching 13 News at 5.
All right, if you've been putting off overdue book fines at the South Charleston Public Library, you no longer need to stress about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it, because starting December 1st, you're not going to have to pay them. The library says existing fines will be waived, though some may still see some charges for lost or damaged items. Now, even though the library's services and materials are free, having fines keeps some folks from using the library resources. The library says they want to make it easy and inclusive for everyone. The Secret Santa Foundation of West Virginia is looking for your help. Right now, more than 160 children are in need of sponsors for Christmas. For about $75 a child, you can help make sure a local kid receives the gifts they've requested. If you'd like to help by shopping for toys, you can call 304-344-8697 Monday through Friday to find out just what they need. All right, and there's that number again on your screen, 304-344-8697. And you can always make a donation on the Secret Santa Foundation of West Virginia's website at their address. You see it right there on your screen.
So fun. It's fun to shop for the kids. It really is. All right, so top officials within the federal government are continuing to sound the alarm, sorry kids, over the popular social media app TikTok.
Yeah, the head of the FBI says he's extremely concerned about the app and how it poses national security threats. Raquel Martin has the story. All right, check this out, guys. West Virginia First Lady Kathy Justice unveiling her official 2022 Christmas ornament over at the Culture Center. The ornament, as you see, paying tribute to West Virginia's beloved icon, Baby Dog.
Yes, 120 of the limited edition ornaments are on sale right now.
All right, and these Baby Dog ornaments are $33 each.
Amanda, I'm in the box truck, so why am I in this truck? Well, we're trying to fill this truck with all these bags of food. We're only about halfway full right now. These are the bags of food that you can go inside the Piggly Wiggly here in Sissonville or at the one on Bigley Avenue and just buy these bags of food for $10 or $20. So if you go to a food drive, sometimes you're thinking, what do I buy? What do I get? Do I get the canned sauerkraut? Do I get the lima beans? You don't want the lima beans. No. What you want to do is buy one of these bags for 10 or 20 bucks and look inside. You've got all the stuff you need. They make it easy. They take the guesswork out of it here. So what we're doing is this is the Mountain Mission Piggly Wiggly 13 News Christmas Food Drive. We're going to go over here real quick. Okay, we've got John Roberts over there with Mountain Mission, and we're collecting money. We're also collecting food for this food drive. And here's the great thing about this food drive. We're trying to help between 800 and 1,000 families from the Kanawha Valley this Christmas to help them have a Merry Christmas, help them have a good holiday. They're going to take that money and they're going to buy turkeys and perishable items, and then we're going to give them all these bags of food so that the folks will have access to the canned goods and the boxes and things like that. So that's why it's so important. You know, food insecurity, it's a real thing around here, guys. 1 in 6 families, 1 in 4 children in West Virginia are struggling with some food insecurity right now. So that's where Mountain Mission comes in to help these families. Families who need help can come to the Mountain Mission and get access to this food. And again, so it's at 800 to 1,000 families we're helping this Christmas through the Mountain Mission Piggly Wiggly 13 News Food Drive. We want to fill this truck up, so there's still time to come down here between now and about 6:30. And if we can't do it tonight, they're going to be here all weekend collecting food here at the Piggly Wiggly in Sissonville, also the one on Bigley Avenue in Charleston. So now, reporting live in Sissonville, Rob Macko, 13 News. I'm going to send it back to my co-anchor Amanda in the studio.
Of all the things you pick, Rob, lima beans and sauerkraut. I like it. All right. There's brownie mix in there too, everybody, and sweet potatoes. There's all kinds of good things. Super easy, $10 and $20. Rob, thanks so much. We had a great time today.
Country music legend and Kentucky native Loretta Lynn passed away Tuesday at the age of 90. The queen of country music touched millions of fans with her music. Today, I spoke with a West Virginia native who played on a number of Loretta Lynn records. West Virginia native Charlie McCoy played the harmonica on Loretta Lynn's 1975 hit, When the Tingle Becomes a Chill. McCoy says he played on 5 or 6 Loretta Lynn records and a few with Lynn and Conway Twitty. He says she was great to work with.
She was from back in the mountains, no doubt about it, and it was fine. And I think one of the cool things was that her producer, Owen Bradley, never tried to change her at all.
McCoy is a member of the West Virginia Music Hall of Fame, Country Music Hall of Fame, and Grand Ole Opry. I first met him in 2020 at the West Virginia Music Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Today he shared 2 of his favorite memories about the coal miner's daughter. One was when he was playing harmonica in a studio vocal booth.
She says, "Owen, I can't hear the French harp." And Owen said, "Loretta, the harmonica's in the booth." And she said, "Well, you can call it a harmonica if you want to, but it ain't nothing but a French harp."
He also recalls the time he came to the studio for a recording session after coaching his 12-year-old daughter's softball practice. The team's name was the Demons. There was a devil face on the ball cap.
She turns and looks at me like startled, and she says, "Here we was talking about things that made us scared, and you walk in with a dad-blame devil on your hat."
On Tuesday night, McCoy performed at the Grand Ole Opry. It was a scheduled performance, but because of Lynn's death, he says the Opry had her picture on the big screen, and Carly Pierce paid tribute to her. What do you think her lasting legacy is going to be?
Well, I think number one, some of the people question some of her songs, but number two, she was a great writer. Those songs were great.
So good, such a legend. McCoy is from Fayette County, West Virginia. He says it was really hard for female singers back then, but says Loretta Lynn put in lots of time, lots of miles on buses to get her music to the people. He says he hadn't worked with Lynn in about 15 years, but says he saw her several years ago at a Country Music Hall of Fame induction ceremony. The Kimball War Memorial, located in the southern coalfields of McDowell County, West Virginia.
Listen, you'd be surprised at the number of people that go up and down 52 and have no idea what this building is or why it's even here.
It's here to honor the African Americans who served in World War I. Inside, a museum with pictures and exhibits showing faces from long ago. The building was dedicated back in 1928.
It's the first building of such as this built in this country, not just in West Virginia, in this country for African Americans from World War I.
Dr. Howard Wade served in the Pacific with the Marine Corps in World War II. The retired college professor grew up about 3 miles from here and used to pass the memorial on his way to school. After the war, his American Legion post held meetings here.
We, as a race, have served our country from the beginning. And in World War I, there were a great many African Americans that served in that war.
But this building is so much more than a war memorial. Over the years, it's become an important cornerstone to the African American community in Kimball and McDowell County.
This kitchen can be rented out.
Clara Thompson has been the memorial's administrator for 15 years.
We've had quite a few activities here.
A lot of history.
A lot of history, believe it, a lot of history here.
She says over the years, the building was used for NAACP meetings, weddings, concerts, proms, debutante balls, even a temporary school. The building also has a tragic history. An arsonist set fire to it in 1991. A lot of the original memorabilia was destroyed or lost, and it sat vacant for many years.
He had made arrangements.
100-year-old World War II veteran Dr. E. Ray Williams was one of the men who fought to restore the building.
And at one point, I was president of NAACP in the county, so that tied right into that building.
Working with the late Senator Robert C. Byrd, they secured funding for the restoration, and the building reopened in 2006. And get this, Williams' father-in-law, Harry Neal Sr., served in World War I and was in the original group back in the 1920s that petitioned McDowell County to let them build this memorial for African American veterans.
He talked about it a bit, but he didn't. He was a very quiet man. And he didn't brag about anything.
Williams remembers performing in plays in the building as a kid and says it meant a lot to see the building restored.
It's just history to me now because I'm 100 years old. So my days enjoying the building as such are over.
But he hopes current and future generations can enjoy the building for years to come.
I'm a people person, so I love it when people come in to visit this building and really see what's here and the significance of the building.
This building is precious to all of us. Now, at my age, it's deeply precious.